This is a video recording of the markwestpainting.com website. The first thing that appears is the layout, great imagery at the top, a phone number. That's an excellent idea. It gives a lot of credibility to the website. You know, you can always contact someone straight away. Nice logo, reasonably straightforward. The image is great, and the fact that it keeps rolling allows people to see different things. Keep in mind that there's a term called above the fold, so everything that I've just selected there is probably above the fold. I've got a large screen, so I'm seeing more, but a lot of people can probably only expect to see what we've selected there. So the content that's written here is really your sales pitch. If people are arriving on your home page as opposed to one of the other pages straight away, what they're seeing here is the sales pitch. So everything that's above the fold is what's going to be selling them. So you need to get your sale across in that space of time. One thing that concerns me, it says specializes in, and there's an enormous list of things. It's impossible for someone to, I don't say it's impossible, it's a perception of impossibility to specialize in that many things. So we've got interior and exterior, residential and commercial, cabinet furnishing, etc., etc. So this list here is huge, and everything here could be considered to be quite different. If somebody specialized in interior or exterior only, then you could very easily claim, hey, look, I specialize in exterior or interior or commercial or residential. You can't specialize in everything to do with painting. If there's multiple painters, then you might, then you might be able to say, hey, we have specialists who do, and then you can do that. But as one person, you can't claim to be a specialist in everything. It's just perception. And I've had a look at the work on this website. So some of the stuff that's here is great. Oh, by the way, some of these don't have links as well. So if you say you're a specialist in these and then they don't have a link, you can't really claim to be a specialist. There's no evidence. Hey, I haven't even done it. You know, I've got no proof that I've done it, but I claim to be a specialist in it. So that might help narrow that list down. But these first four alone are a concern for me to be able to specialize in all of them. Okay, so what else? So let me go to your services page. Okay, Arizona Painting and Other Services. Some nice little images here to give some ideas of what you do. A bit of content. We take care of all your traditional painting needs. Know that people are going to hone in on things first. So the first thing that people do when they come to a website is they pick out things that appeal to them first. This imagery here is quite appealing. The text here, although there's not a lot of it, it's not terribly appealing. So you might want to bold, say, this bit here. We pledge to, and bold this section here. Over the page here on services, you can see that you've done some of that in here. So they're the things that are going to draw people's attention first. So it's a great idea to decide what you want people to read first of all. And if they're happy with that, then they'll go back and read the content in between if they like what they see. Gallery, great idea. I like the way that's laid out. Your work here is really fantastic. So there's a thing called a client archetype or avatar or a few other names. But essentially, it's who your target market is. You need to be really clear about that. So what you might do is separate these. So you've got here interior, exterior, residential, commercial. So you might have two websites, one for commercial and one for residential. I get the impression that this is very high-end work that you do. So you would want a very high-end look and feel and talk about who you're approaching. Commercial and residential are usually very different as well. It looks like some of these nice images here might be residential, high-end. And there's some great stuff and great work. And I think if you targeted that specifically, and Mark West Painting may not be the right name for a high-end. I don't know, it's your target market. You should probably have a look at how they look and feel about that themselves. Okay, so about us is the next page. Yeah, that's great. There's an image of you, so they can get contact with you. I think it's a great idea. Maybe a smiling image might be a better one as well. You know, you don't have to be silly green or anything, but certainly look like you enjoy your work and you love what you're doing. I think that'd be really quite important. Contact page. Yeah, it's excellent to have all your contact details on there. That's very simple, straightforward. There's one thing that is probably missing here is an ability for people to connect with you and actually drop their details in. So you haven't got anything that you can give them for them to get an opt-in. I don't know if you've heard of the term opt-in before, but it's an ability for people to leave their details here so that then you can stay in contact with them. And I think that's one of the main things that's missing. Adding that and thinking about maybe separating into multiple websites would be great. I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.